and welcome back. As you can see, progress has continued on the fireworks project. I've got the timing circuit is, as far as I can tell, it's pretty well working pretty good. I've got my 9 dispensers in place, and in front of each set of 3 there's a chest, and this chest, for example, right here will hold just exactly enough fireworks to fill all 3 of these dispensers, and same over here, of course. And so what I need to do now is to come up with 81 stacks of fireworks. That's 3 stacks here, 3 stacks over here. I'm up to 2 stacks there. That's the next one that's going to get a stack of fireworks. And what I'm running into a difficulty with is keeping supplied with dye. Like, for example, this chest here is where I'm keeping all my dyes. And if this was full completely with dyes, it still wouldn't be enough to finish making the stuff that I need to make. And it's kind of a little skewed here, because to come up with enough red dye is a problem. Because now what I've been doing is I built this little thing here. I get up here and I do the thing with bone meal. You know, bone meal, get the grass and flowers and whatnot. And then I'd break it all and hit bone meal again, break it all, and so on. Just keep doing that, collecting all the red and yellow flowers, throwing the seeds out to let them despawn. And what I found is that I'm getting a lot more yellow than red, by a heck of a lot. Now, before I converted that last batch and used a bunch of it, I found that for 15 stacks of yellow, I would get 4 stacks of red flowers. And it's really kind of skewed in the wrong direction, because yellow flowers are used to make yellow and orange. Red flowers are used not only in red dye, but orange dye, purple dye, magenta, and pink. And it seems that for it to be right, the red would be the more common flower. But it's not. And so I'm going to be ending up with a royal buttload of yellow flowers when this is done. And then, of course, there is cactus for green dye, for green and lime dye. And I'm running into a shortage of cactus because that stuff is growing a lot slower than it used to. I'm sure of that. I went and spent some time AFK at my cactus farm up at the mansion. I was there for I think it was around 3 hours or so, and I came up with, in that time I collected about half a stack of cactus, and I used to collect a whole lot more of it a lot quicker there. So what I'm going to need to do is to build another cactus farm, a much larger one, and I think right over there in that flattened out area that originally started out as a desert is going to be the place. Now, that place started out life originally, it was a desert, and then in 1.8, when the biome changes happened, it became swampland. Gee, thanks. Anyway, so what I need to do is to get over there and build a large cactus farm so that I can produce cactus a heck of a lot faster. Otherwise, I'm never going to have enough green, because I really don't want all of my the stuff that I do to be based on reds and yellows. I'm already woefully short on blues. The lapis is, I do still have a bunch more of it scattered around the empire, and I will be getting it out, but I'm not sure how much of it, if I'm going to have enough of it. So I think what I'm going to do, first I'm going to get some stone brick going on here because I think that'll look better. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. All right, now I'm thinking right along in here, make a cactus farm. And I think, well, let's see, it's going to have to be on this side of this railway. Let's start it up over here a few blocks this way. And 4 cactus, that's what I've got left right at the moment. All right, and I'm going to use cobble for the interior flooring because that's going to be covered by water. It's not going to be seen that much. Yeah. All right, I'm going to end up having to clear a bunch more of this hill out, but that won't be a problem. All right, now let's just go ahead and take the cobble on further here. Okay, something like that. Get this outer wall built up. Throw a little light on the subject. All right, now take some time here, and I'm going to fill in the cobblestone floor here, and we'll get to the next step. All right, I've got the basic form put together here. Now I'm going to drop some water over here and make sure that it reaches as far as it needs to. Ah. Well, crap. I'll have to adjust that. Not like that, though. Get down here. And I have to move this. Try to do something fast, and this is what you get. All right. And I might as well go ahead and take care of this one, too. And here. That should take care of that. There. And a little bit on this side. I think that should be about right. Let's get up there and find out. No, it isn't. It needs to come out this way. All right, not a problem. A little bit of an irritation, but not a problem. I think that's got it. Well, it's close. Let's get up here and throw that there. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Thought I had that part taken care of. Well, we'll find out for certain in a second. I really thought I had this thing measured out right, but obviously I didn't. Alright, about like that should be about right. And now let's get this end adjusted. You see where I'm going here. The water needs to go just far enough to drop to the next level, and so on. I'll have to put those torches back in a bit, but I'll get there. Okay, that's working just about right. Finally. And if I had another water source here, it would show even more, obviously. Or make a bigger mess when I poke a hole in the floor. Okay, that means that this right here is where the cactus is going to collect. It's going to be sent down to here. And there we are. Okay. Now what I'll have is another water source in here. For now, I'm just going to pick these up. You can see where I'm going here. Is that what I'm going to have here. Start there. No, actually, my bad. Wrong. All right. There we go. And then the sand will go atop here. And cactus on top of the sand. And it'll come all the way over to this side. And then down on this level, we'll do the same thing. And then down on this level, we'll do it again. And I'm going to go ahead and get all that built, and I'll be back. And you know what? I was getting the sand on these blocks, getting them all separated into standing individual sections like that. And I realized that there's 2 blocks of space on this side and only 1 on that side. So what I'm going to have to do now is move this wall over a block the whole way down. I realized that it's not essential to do that. It will still work just the same. But, well, in answer to the inevitable question, who would know? I would. It has to be fixed. So, I'm on it. All right, we've got everything in place now. One more thing I put in, and then I can get the cactus in place. Let's see, is that going to be right? Yes, it is. All right, so we'll just run a line down this way. And now we go ahead and place the first 4 whole cactus. And of course now whenever these cactus grow, they'll hit this line of stone brick and break off, fall into the water streams below, and that will take care of automatic harvesting and delivery. I don't want that there. I want it there. So now I have to duplicate these lines, get them between each of the rows of sand. And I should go ahead and actually get the water in place too, at least on that side, so that any cactus that grows will be delivered. So how about I do that now? Okay, looks like that's about it right there. Everything's getting delivered down here. So all I'll need now is another water stream from here going that way to a collection point. And honestly, even then, I might be able to get away with just one on either side meeting in the middle. It all depends on exactly how wide this is, because that part I didn't measure out. And yeah, I should have, but oh well. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of these cactus breaker bars, I guess you could call them, in place. And we'll see what happens next. Alright, got everything in place up here. And all I need to do now is get the water in this trench here. See how far this goes. Alright. Break that out. And yeah, the trench itself ought to be cobble, so I mean stone brick. So I'll fix that. Oh crap. Okay, hey, more cactus. That part's good. Now let's see if I can get in the doggone thing. Close enough. Alright. Pick up my water for a moment. Get my stone brick back down here. Got water in here. And fix the mistake I made here, because this part of the trench needs to be down a block. And so this will end up being the collection area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and run some stone brick along here. Throw some torches back down here. I'll have to fix my torch pattern later. I'm just going to throw them down to get some light going. Actually, let's make a little bit of a room here. Okay, it needs to be taller than 2 blocks though. This isn't a branch mine. It needs to have a little bit of non-claustrophobic going on. And I'll probably get some glass over here and glass some of this in a little bit better after a while I'm waiting for cactus to grow and drop and so on. But in the meantime, this will do. It's not great, but it'll do. And I'm out of torches. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some more torches. But okay, get the other water supply, the other water source. Okay, this is gonna make a mess. But that's all right. And now build this out enough to terminate the water. And it looks like it's only going to need just a little bit more. All right. Okay, so I'll have to build it out this way a little bit. Not a problem. Okay, so the cactus will end up getting delivered here. That'll work. I can wait down there for cactus to be delivered. And as it does get delivered, I will have to be bringing it up here onto this frame that I deliberately left in place for this reason, so that I could take all the new cactus that comes along and plant it up here until this thing is fully populated. That should get me a decent amount of cactus. Certainly a lot faster than the much smaller cactus farm up at the mansion. And the way this is designed, I can take some time, measure things out, and build it that way, a mirror image of this side, which actually I probably will do while I'm waiting for cactus to drop. So that's about the size of that. Next thing I'm going to need is more growing room for reeds, because this project is taking an enormous amount of paper. But the reeds farm project, reeds farming or extended reeds farm, is going to have to wait, at least to a degree, because this video is already about a half an hour long. So I'm going to go ahead and start work on mirroring this thing as I wait for cactus to grow and get more cactus planted up there, so that I can finally have enough to produce the green dye I need. And what I'll probably end up doing is that bone mealing chamber I built up on top of there, what I'll do is I'll build another one out here, and I'll be going through bone meal, coming up with red and yellow flowers, mostly for the red at this point, and be doing that productivity thing to come up with the materials I need. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. And by the way, I received a question recently that basically someone wanted to know if I had enough gunpowder to make all of the fireworks that I was going to do. And I think so. This line of chests right here is all gunpowder. I think I don't have a problem with how much gunpowder it's going to take. And this isn't all that I have in the system. There is plenty more. And I mean, there's also the mob tower over at the Epic Desert. in Ocean Outpost number 1, I believe. So there's plenty of gunpowder to go around. This mob tower's been in operation since I believe the summer of 2010, and at the height of its production it was producing a lot of gunpowder. I haven't used nearly as much out of this thing as I could have. I've just been storing most of it away. So there's plenty of gunpowder to go around for the fireworks.